All right, everybody, we are live. Got SMU, Penn State, the first of 3 college football playoff games, and SMU going forward on a 4th and 1 here to start. Jennings going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it, and that's going to be dropped.
My word.
Almost a touchdown for SMU on their opening drive. Instead, it'll fall incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Mustangs. Heck of a play call, though.
Wow. That's one of the ones where you kind of want back if you're Kevin Jennings because, well, it's an open man. But the other problem is he also had the first down.
Yeah, he had the first down easily with his legs and threw it behind his man a little bit, causing him to stop and take a hit. Had he, thrown it out in front of him, would have been great.
7 dropped passes in the ACC championship game. I noticed a few of them, but man, I did not.
Yeah, they had 6 all year before that.
Man, gonna get a run here from Tyler Warren. Warren just getting away from blockers.
Isn't he just incredible? There was nothing there twice. He was stopped up the middle, and he still was able to stay alive and bounce it outside for pick up, 4?
Yeah, I think it's 6. As that was just bad tackling there from SMU's part. Stayed a little bit high there against Warren until the end, going more for his upper body. As I believe, is this one? No, that's Allard now. For a second, it looked like it was Warren again in Wildcat. So, and third down coming up here for the Nifty Lions.
This is 3 and out on their first drive, right?
Yeah. You don't want to go back-to-back 3 and outs here if you're Penn State, especially when you're the home team and you just had SMU almost score a touchdown on you. You got lucky that they dropped that pass, but man, that's rough. That's really rough. It's shotgun here for Allard. And drops back, looking for Warren. Unable to find him. Going to get an opening and the first down there. A good scramble there from Allard.
Yeah, good way to make something out of nothing because, there was nothing there at first. It looked like he was going to get dropped for a sack, lose 2 or 3 yards, but he was able to keep pushing and go for a first down. Big pickup. You needed that one if you're Penn State offensively early in this game.
Yeah, but as we get before we get further into this game, score predictions. Lincoln, who do you got in this game?
I'm actually gonna pick SMU to win this game. I'm gonna say that they win it 23-17.
Okay, I also have SMU. I picked them yesterday, so I'm going to keep with it, especially after how I saw Indiana play. That maybe the Big Ten made a little bit fraudulent, so I'm going to go SMU 27, Penn State 24. I think it's a close game, but I do think SMU does get the upset over the Nifty Lions because I just don't see nobody getting an upset today. So I definitely see an upset coming.
Yeah, there was going to be an upset in the first round, and so you knew either Indiana, SMU, or Clemson was going to win. Indiana didn't. I think SMU's more likely to win.
Even in Tennessee, I think, would be considered an upset to a degree. Definitely not. As you get a shovel pass there, going to get a first down. Good job creativity-wise there from Drew Allard.
Yeah, heck of a play and awareness there. Saw his running back slipping out, knew he was getting pressured, and just kind of flipped it up the middle to him for a first down. Also, I hate it how on the broadcast thing or whatever – they make that the little gold thing.
Yeah,
it makes me think there's a flag on every single play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought the same thing watching the game yesterday. It was so annoying. But sometimes, I'm going to be honest, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I just like the NBC way of putting it, where it is just simple, to the point, there. You don't need to have something extra. I think they do a good job, even though I don't like the commentators for the games for Notre Dame. With NBC, I do like the broadcast generally.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to get a handoff here for Penn State. Going to make it a third down and long here.
Yeah, it'd be about a 3rd and 8 for them. This is, and if you're SMU, this is where you want to have Penn State. You want them to be on third, have a long third down, not be able to run the football. because that's what they're going to really try to lean to is running the football and quick, short passes. So, if you can keep them in front of you and in front of that marker and tackle, you're going to find a lot of success during these third downs.
Well, we'll head to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for some first quarter action here, SMU and Penn State.
All right, so we are back, and we got a 3rd and 8 here for Penn State as Drew Aller in the shotgun, running back to his left.
Warren in the slot. Look for Warren to get the ball here. As I say that, Allard on the post route, that ball just fluttered. It had nothing
it had nothing on it and incomplete out of bounds. So Penn State going to have to punt for the second time today.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is bad mechanics.
Yep.
Bad mechanics is going to kill you every time. And it looked like he probably either didn't get his feet set or didn't get turned around there properly. So Penn State punting their ball from their own 47. That was an interesting punt. He walked 2 yards up about right into his own guys.
He did that the last time too, and it made me wonder because it was such a short punt the last time. It made me wonder, did he hit one of them?
Yeah. I don't know, but not a good punt again. At the 21-yard line, goes out of bounds. So going to be SMU ball at their own 21-yard line, which isn't great, but it's pretty good for the punt at a 50.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely should have at least put that one inside the 20. But he failed to do so. And so they'll – pretty good starting spot for SMU. We'll see what this offense has. They'll actually mark them at the 20. So I guess the punter stats will look a little bit better than they probably should have off of that one.
Yeah. Going to get maybe a half-yard loss, maybe a yard loss on that play for first down. Going to be a stop there from Penn State's defensive tackle.
As we got Michael here joining in with us. How's it going, man?
Pretty good at the moment.
Good. As the first down run for SMU will be stopped at the line, no gain. So 2nd and 10 for the Ponies now. Jennings going to drop the throw. About lost that snap. And now it throws an interception, and this is going to be a pick six for Penn State.
That's a big get there for the Nifty Lions. Not only is it a interception, but 6-7 points on the board there. Big get for the Nifty Lions, and I just don't know what Kevin Jennings was looking at.
I don't know. His running back was open. He just overthrew him. He was getting pressured. He panicked, and they talked about it before the game. Last week in the Clemson game, you have the fumble, which led to a short field for Clemson. They scored the interception that he then later threw. Maybe was it even on the next drive or something like that?
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah,
Clemson went down the field and scored too. So those mistakes were the ones that you weren't able to come back from, and so that's what you could possibly see here for SMU. That might be one that they can't come back from. But still a lot of football left to play. They're still a very good team offensively. Kevin Jennings just got to make better decisions. As we got Scotty B jumping in here. SMU has had turnover issues offensively this year. They have just some dumb mistakes from Jennings at certain times. Yeah, can't make a mistake like that. That's one that'll kill you for sure. But we'll see. Still a lot of football left. They can come back from it. Going to be a little bit more difficult now though. As we're currently getting spammed in the chat right now.
Yeah, that's once again on his account.
It's his account again.
I don't know why, but I don't know.
When I ban them and delete their comments on StreamYard, does it take them off on YouTube?
Yes, it did that first time. Yeah,
they're gone. Okay, good. Oh yeah, for sure. As a Baylor fan, definitely against SMU in this one.
Yeah,
because the recruiting battles between you and SMU for sure.
Yeah, a pretty decent year for Baylor. Like I will say, Scotty B, you can respond to this, but it was a pretty, I think, good year. Going to keep Dave Aranda around another season. So we'll see.
What did they go this year?
I believe 8-4.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Let me pull up Baylor's schedule. We'll take a look at it here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They had a solid year. Went 8-4.
Yeah, it wasn't the best of the best. They played Bayou Bryan in their bowl game. Yep, 8-4, had a big win at the end of the season against the red-hot Kansas Jayhawks. Ended the year on a 6-game win streak. So, I didn't know that, honestly.
I didn't either, man. So they went from 2-4 to 8-4.
Yeah, they almost beat BYU. That was a close one. Almost beat Colorado. That was another good game. I didn't get to watch much of it, but that was a good game. But had struggles up against Utah and against Iowa State.
100%, man. The players and staff definitely deserve all the credit in the world for not quitting after that 2-4 start. Because especially the way the last year or two has gone for Baylor football, and then you start out this year 2-4, you want to just give up and just quit. But heck of a way for them to fight and respond. 6-3 in the conference, 8-4 overall, finished 5th in the Big 12, in a conference that turned out to be a lot better than people had expected. To be, even with the main players falling towards the bottom. But yeah, good season for Baylor, and we'll see if they can build on it.
Yeah, Sawyer Robertson looked good throughout his season. Had just over 2,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 84 QBR. That's what you're looking for, a very advantageous spot there, as that's going to be a penalty flag.
Yeah, as the kickoff from Penn State is going to roll out of bounds. So that yeah, that'll help SMU after the pick six, to come back and start at the 35.
All my streams I keep trying to load up keep going to basketball games for some reason, college basketball games.
Oh, it's got you stuck watching college basketball right now?
Yep.
First and 10 at the 35 after the big mistake from Kevin Jennings getting Penn State on the board. The delayed pitch, getting it out there to the running back.
Close to a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, it was. I think it was so long.
Yeah, I think so.
Soft tap that it was. They're just not going to call that, which is fine. But did you see the late hit on Riley Leonard?
Yeah.
It definitely was interesting.
Yeah, caused a whole scuffle on the sideline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did not agree with that call when I was watching it because he never. I mean, I can see why you throw through it because he was basically already giving himself up, but he wasn't truly out of bounds yet.
Well, he was out of bounds. Here's the thing, because I looked up that because his foot hadn't hit out of bounds. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's the rule. But the rule itself is that when the player is out of bounds, over the line, the same way the goal line is, it is there. It's a late hit. You don't have to touch out of bounds to be out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a little bit different rules than it is in the NFL.
The story of shanked punts in the playoffs continue.
Yeah, what was up with Indiana's punter?
I think he just wasn't good.
Yeah, I told my dad, I was like, you know, I know Swanson's pretty bad for Clemson, you know, pretty consistently terrible. But, you know, he's better than this Indiana guy. I thought we had the worst punter in the country.
Well, I'm just glad with Notre Dame's punting situation. It wasn't fantastic, but we really didn't do enough punting to really be making a difference. You were right. That was a shank of a punt. Only went maybe, 25 yards, and that thing just bounced this way. At that point, you can put me out there and I can bounce it.
That's what I was saying. It's like, dang, I could go. There was one punt against South Carolina. Swanson kicked it 28 yards, and it's like I could go out there with my left foot in boots and get it to roll 29 yards for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to waste a scholarship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we'll head to a quick break with the commercial, and we'll be back after that.
All right, my one's back at least. I'm not sure about you guys, but I finally
Yeah, we
found
just
one that
got
actually
back.
has the game on it.
You saw what?
I finally found one that actually has the game on it. It's not college basketball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 here for the Nittany Lions. Drew Allard now takes the handoff from behind him. Finds an open man there. Going to get it inside now all the way across to the 46-yard line. Good pickup there on Penn State on 1st down.
Yeah, nice coverage from SMU, though. You could tell Penn State was looking deep down the field on that one, but well covered. They had to dump it off underneath. Still a good pickup for Penn State to get the 1st down.
That bot's still in here. Just keeps saying every time they chat, they were banned. So just a heads up on that if you get so many alerts.
10 run going to be another 1st down into SMU territory now for the first time. Goes Penn State down to the 40.
A good job there. A block there from Tyler Warren to set the edge. Helped out. Allard scanning the field, finds an opening.
It's Warren over the middle for another, I don't know, 14, 15-yard pickup.
Yeah. That's just where an experienced guy finding the soft spot in the zone, perfect throw, going to get a 1st down every time. Rough first couple of drives, finally getting a successful one here for Penn State. If you're able to get some momentum going after the pick 6, that would be really helpful. A shovel pass there to Tyler Warren. Otherwise, you got to be careful with that. That could have ended up as a pick if you weren't careful.
Yeah, that was dangerous. We're about to see a big man score. Right there on that one had he released that pitch maybe, I don't know, a half second later. And an incomplete pass there, trying to throw it out to the running back. I couldn't tell if the D lineman tipped it or not, or if it looked like, or if the running back kind of expected him to tip it.
I think it was his hand got in the face of
the
ball and just wasn't able to see it and then lost control of it.
But 3rd and 8 for Penn State now. This is going to be big for SMU if they can hold them to a field goal here.
A lot of motion. I think almost on every play, Penn State has ran motion.
I'm a little bit ahead of you guys. I won't spoil it, but it was not. I'll leave it at that.
As Aller gets sacked on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th down and
a country mile.
Yeah. 13, yep. So going to be a field goal, I believe, here, right?
What are they doing?
The only way I could see them going out is maybe to, I don't know, 4th and 13 is a lot.
They went for it, by the way, just if you're wondering.
Yeah, we're seeing this. And they get it off just with 1 second on the play clock. Allard now under pressure, major pressure, gets away from a couple of guys, dumps it off, but incomplete pass. What
Terrible
the heck
call.
is James Franklin thinking?
Terrible call. Kick the freaking field goal.
Unless if their field goal kicker is injured, but I haven't heard anything.
Well, I mean, Tyler Warren can do anything. Might as well just put him in at kicker too.
But the wind is.
Hamas Hero said wind is whipping around quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a.
It's to their back, so it should be fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was to their back.
Because I heard before we got on, SMU, they were saying it was going against SMU. And if it was going against SMU for the kick, well, yeah, the only way I could see is if it's like northeasterly winds and it's like at an angle. But I don't know. That's an interesting call. Maybe it's the right one. A delayed handoff going to get that 8 yards on the first down carry.
Yeah, good pickup there.
Well, that creates a very interesting environment. Let me look up the weather conditions here in Happy Valley.
You look at the SMU miscues now on the screen. Failed fourth down conversion in the red zone, in which either Jennings could have picked up with his legs or made a good throw, would have been a touchdown instead of a drop. And then as he's looking deep on that one, they're going to be incomplete. And then the pick six that he threw earlier, there is a flag down, and I think that's going to be pass interference or holding on Penn State.
That's going to be holding on SMU.
Oh, it's back in the backfield.
Unless it's roughing the passer.
Yeah, no, good call there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hold on the left tackle.
I will say what SMU appears to be trying to do is they keep trying to get the ball to the outside. And you can't get the ball to the outside consistently against this Penn State defense.
No, yeah, but that's how SMU's offense rolls, so they're going to have to figure out how to get it out there. As the little swing route to the running back on 2nd and 12 is going to be a solid pickup, especially from how that play looked from the start, is he'll get halfway to a first down. It should bring up about a 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 5 it'll be.
Honestly, this is not the end of the world, but it's kind of a must get here for SMU. You got to start getting something going.
It'll depend on the spot if he got it. They're saying 4th down about the nose of the football right now, but
yeah, we're about to see the play here. We're about one play behind.
let's see if I can back up a little bit then, since I'm actually streaming it. Can back up on it now.
Wow, where they initially spotted it, it's a first down. Where the line judge came in, that is a first down. His foot's there, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, it should be about timed up with you guys now. I backed it up a little bit.
But that will be the end of the first quarter, so we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with you guys for the start of the second quarter, as it appears SMU is going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
That is really, really close.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Mustangs after no gain on first down. One thing that I've noticed is the ESPN graphics this is TNT now, but ESPN and TNT, both the graphics have been kind of off. Like the down and distance marker has been off multiple times.
Yeah, they've been a little weird with it because I'm pretty sure this is on TNT, but still an ESPN crew for all the stuff. There's a nice run and catch up to the 40 of Penn State for Daniels, and SMU has some offensive momentum now. This would be huge if they could get a touchdown here and tie this game up.
Yeah, just a missed tackle there.
You guys are ahead of me by like 3 plays now because I had to change to a different stream. That's why I was a bit apprehensive about having games on TNT. Is that a Penn State player down or a SMU player down?
I believe, was it an SMU guy?
I believe it was, yeah. Oh, no, Penn State. That's just a very interesting fit for James Franklin. I'm going to be honest.
It definitely is. It's not something I could see him in.
Like, it just doesn't look right. I'm going to be honest. Like a Superman tackle right there. He jumped all the way out to tackle him. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he hyperextended something, or I'm not sure what was wrong.
Yeah, it's hard to get when you watch the replay, hard to get a good look on what happened with that one. As a little screen pass here and no wide receiver blocking on that one, going to lose, 4 or 5 yards?
That may be 8.
Yeah, that might even be more than that. Huge loss there. As they're back almost to midfield now. Yeah, 6-yard loss. Either one of them. We're right in the middle of what we get.
Yeah.
So 4 or 5, you said 7 or 8.
So 2nd and long here, 2nd and 16. Another passing play, a bullet. That thing just was a smoker of a pass that I don't understand why he's throwing that so hard. Look at how hard he throws this.
It's just like, I mean, I get it. It had to be a bullet. But he probably could have took some off of it.
Yeah. Like, that's just so fast that, like, it wasn't that he missed it. It was just that it was that he missed it, not that he just hit off his hands or something. It was just slow.
Yeah.
He was just slow to react.
Yeah, just way too hard to be throwing that ball.
Another timeout here from the Mustangs. Not what you're looking for. You can't be calling timeouts.
We got 13 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. SMU's got 1 timeout left. So far, from what I've seen in these last 2 games in the ACC championship and in this game here for SMU, it just doesn't seem like their coaching staff and their players are necessarily ready for these moments yet. Now, against Clemson, they settled down in the second half, and they looked a lot better, but so far here in the first half, they're still struggling as well. Penn State just isn't as good offensively.
Well, SMU hasn't looked like the same team since the Clemson game.
What was that? You cut out a little bit.
I said SMU has not looked like the same team since the start of that Clemson game.
No, they haven't.
Well, I'd also add this, like when looking at this SMU team, like if they're able to make second half adjustments like they did against Clemson, This is only a 7-point ball game right now, so you got to keep it close. Just if you're SMU, just keep this game close and give yourself a chance come fourth quarter. So,
yeah, that was the problem against Clemson is they killed themselves so much in the first half. There was nothing they could. They just didn't have enough time in the second half.
Wasn't it like 24-0 or something like that at halftime in that game?
yeah,
I think it was 24-7 at halftime.
it was 24-14 at halftime, but it was 24-7 at one point. But we'll head to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back after this.
All right, I'm back at least. I'm not sure about you guys. But
So, yeah, we're back as well. Kevin Jennings now throwing the ball off, throws another terrible pick. Just absolutely terrible. Making a couple men miss. Another one, and this may be another pick
Oh my
six.
gosh!
3-4 touchdown.
The best run of the day from the DB right there.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it yet, so
Broke 3 or 4 tackles to the house.
What
The second pick six for Penn State.
he never saw him. It looks like he just flat out never saw him.
Yeah, I don't know why Kevin Jennings even threw that.
That looked like Rourke last night when he threw that pick to Xavier Watts almost. Just never even saw him.
Yeah, this is – I don't know. Like, the problem is that it's not like Penn State's playing well. It's just Kevin Jennings is playing terrible. Like,
Yeah, offensively, Penn State really hasn't done anything.
Well, my prediction is not aging very well at the moment, so I'll leave it at that.
He just threw it directly to him. Like, that's terrible. That's bad. But we'll head to a quick break, and we'll be back after the commercial.
All right, we're back here. They're showing all the miscues for SMU so far.
I got Clemson plus 17.5. Tennessee plus 7.5.
Yeah.
And then Clemson basketball -7.
Again.
Wake Forest at home. And then Ravens money line.
Who are the Ravens playing?
Steelers at home.
Interesting. All Penn State has right now. And I get that they haven't as many offensive drives because of 2 pick sixes, but they just this
SMU's
game
got to put something together and destroy right here, otherwise they can be in big trouble. Especially if that Penn State offense gets going.
It's not even like SMU's offenses look bad. It's just stupid mistakes every once in a while. Who's Rodney Jones?
No idea.
Oh, he's usually on the ACC network.
Okay. Oh.
SMU has been able to drive the ball down the field somewhat pretty successfully in this game. It's just holding on to the football and not making dumb, careless mistakes is what's hurt them.
5 out here. Jennings could be QB draw. Doesn't go anywhere. Generally, whenever you see a team go 5 out and they have a running quarterback, that is automatic QB draw.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Handoff there. Going to get just a few. Make it a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 here.
Did you guys see the kicking contestant on College Game Day today?
No, I did not watch any of Game Day.
They had a Tennessee fan to kick it. It actually doesn't, obviously it's early, but it doesn't look like there's going to be as many Tennessee fans there as expected. But as I said, it's pretty early yet. Because there might have been 1 or 2 Tennessee fans there at College Game Day. And probably a few more than that they didn't show, obviously. But the kicker, they had a Tennessee fan kick it, and he completely missed and just kicked it straight into the crowd.
Yeah. Another bad throw there from Kevin Jennings. Going to be a 4th and 9 here for the Mustangs as they'll punt it away.
I'm starting to wonder, does it get to a point where you start considering bringing in Preston Stone or not?
I don't know. That at some point, yeah, because this has been like SMU is not losing this game if you took away the Kevin Jennings mistakes. Paul Goldschmidt to the Yankees. That's an interesting move.
That is an interesting move.
That's another lefty in the lineup there for the Yankees after hitting Bellinger and missing out on Tucker and missing out on Soto.
Not gonna lie, I thought Goldschmidt was retired.
I did too. Yeah, I kind of thought he was retired too. It's Penn State on 1st down. We'll take it ahead for about a 3-yard pickup.
You really got to get a stop here if you're SMU. Your offense has kind of killed you in the points category, but you really cannot be giving up any more points.
There's a slant coming in hot off the hands of Warren.
That's probably the first ball he's dropped all year.
Well, I don't even know if that was a drop. That was just a PBU there by the safety, I believe. The one time your kicking situation actually works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Tyler Warren, what do you guys think of him being left off the first team on offense?
He shouldn't have been. Who was the first team tight end?
A tight end from Bowling Green.
Honestly, I don't know much.
That they got it right. That dude from Bowling Green put up numbers. As good as Tyler Warren was this year, that dude put up numbers.
Well, I think Tyler Warren should have been the all-purpose guy.
It was Travis Hunter.
Because, well, you can't put Travis Hunter
Yeah,
first to
but-
an all-American wide receiver,
Mm-hmm.
even though we won the Bowling call, which makes no sense. Fourth down here for the Nifty line. Oh, wait a second. Are they going for it? Has James
Fourth
Franklin
and
lost
one
his
from
mind?
their own 20-yard line?
I'm sorry, but what benefit?
They went for it and they got it.
Did they?
Maybe.
That line judge is
He-
not. They're not giving it to him.
He
They
can't.
may
He didn't
not
run
give
in a
it.
straight line. It went
About
from
to
they
see
got
it
it by a
here.
yard to now they're about half a yard short.
They may be short.
And this might screw me over as I just put in a bet on the under to hit.
He got that. He absolutely got that.
I don't know. They're not giving it to him.
Well, if you saw the ref, he came running in like he got the first down by
No.
half a yard, and then he came back.
It's short. It's short. To be fair, the near side official never ran in on him having the first down, and it was the near side official that spotted the ball. What are you doing, James Franklin? You're up 14-0.
Yeah.
Punt the ball. There is no advantage to you running a play there.
Exhibit A to why James Franklin can't win a big game.
I like that. That is one of the dumbest calls I've seen this season. Like, that's just
Is it dumber than Kirkston deciding to punt last night?
no. This is way stupider than that. That was just a dumb call. Like, you shouldn't have, and you got proved wrong. But yeah, got a comment here from Cody Hankins. Bama should be in, not SMU. I don't agree because Bama didn't win the games that they needed to win.
Exactly. That's they might be a better team, but they didn't win the games they needed to win to get there.
I'm sorry, but you can't lose to a bad Oklahoma team 24-3 and lose to a bad
Give up 40.
a bad Vanderbilt. Also, do you put Preston Stone in here to make sure you don't throw a pick in the end zone?
Yeah, I don't know because, I mean, Jennings is. I don't know what it is for him. I mean, I'm sure part of it is the pressure. You know, a lot of these guys have never played in games this big, and then the atmosphere on top of that. You know, it could be something that gets to him, but he's got to settle down because they've been able to move the football. There's
Nobody
just
in
been
this game
mistakes
here
down the field. As
And
there's
another
another
pick.
interception, and that one is not even really on him. The ball just got batted in the air and intercepted.
Yeah, but at that point, you can't throw it when the guy's right there. I
No,
feel like.
yeah.
You got to just not maybe take the sack. Maybe I don't know. That's the second interception there
That's third.
for 0. I'm not 100% sure what his name is.
It's getting to
Yeah.
the point where you just have to put in Preston Stone. He's the more experienced quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's obviously not the better quarterback.
Well, I don't know. 3 interceptions, 5 drives. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he might be
Well-
better for this game, but
If if you keep going for it on fourth down, you don't get it. It don't matter if SMU's just going to throw an interception every single drive.
I was about to say, all of a sudden James Franklin doesn't look so dumb anymore.
Well,
it's still a terrible call.
it is. It is. If that was like playing Notre Dame or Georgia or even Boise State, that's dumb. I just don't understand the logic behind it.
Yeah, I don't either. But so far, both questionable calls that Franklin's made have worked out in his favor. So I will give him credit for that. That's for sure. But SMU going to have to figure – and what's crazy is after all this, they're still very much in the game.
Well, because SMU's done – or Penn State's done nothing offensively.
Yeah.
They haven't moved – and to be fair, they haven't had a lot of drives because of the 2 pick sixes. But they haven't done anything when they've had the ball.
Uh-huh.
They had a 3-and-out. They had a first down and then a 3-and-out. And then they – excuse me. And then they had one drive with like 30, 40 yards. But that was it.
Did Preston Stone enter the portal?
No, he's there. He may have said he's going to, but he's still at SMU. I saw him dressed up today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think my prediction of 38-35 is not looking like it's going to hold up very well.
No, which I didn't think it would be that high score. Both these two teams have good defenses, and Penn State's offense isn't very high-powering. But definitely expected some scoring from SMU here in this one.
The highest scoring
By this
game.
point, I mean, they've driven down the field. They just have not been able to put the ball in the end zone.
The highest scoring game of the playoffs would probably either be this game or Ohio State, Tennessee.
I think Clemson, Texas will be the highest scoring of the first round, total-wise.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because one of two things: either the two offenses are going to go back and forth, as that one is almost intercepted for SMU. Either the two offenses are going to go back and forth, or Clemson will have no offense, and Texas will end up blowing us out.
Well, Texas's offense has been struggling the past couple weeks, so.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of Texas, but they played well both against A&M and against Georgia defensively, but offensively they just didn't have anything going.
They scored 16 against Georgia, and then 17 against A&M. Did they win that one 17-7?
Yeah, that was with the pick six.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so really 10, yeah.
And really all they had was field goals. I don't know if they had even a touchdown.
They had a touchdown against Georgia.
No, against Texas.
Oh, A&M, okay.
Yeah. I think they may have. I'm not 100%. 3rd and 10 here for SMU or for Penn State. SMU playing well defensively. Like they're going to have to continue to bail out their quarterback. But does the next drive Preston Stone come in? Like at least for the drive?
Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to throw him in there and see what he can do. That's for sure.
SMU is moving the ball offensively, but they just keep making mistakes. As you're going to get a good play there from Drew Allard, and you're going to get a ball. I think that's out to the 50. Unfortunately, don't have any marker there at the 50, so I can't really tell.
Got absolutely leveled after that catch, though.
Yeah. Went way too fast. Had all sorts of players jumping early.
Yeah, multiple men in motion, false start. You can get them for pretty much any pre-snap penalty offensively for this one.
False start, everybody but the center.
Pretty much.
I'm not even sure the center was set on that one. He went so fast.
Yeah, I don't know if he was. Yeah.
So what? False start, everybody but the quarterback then? I don't know. SMU, the way they're playing right now kind of reminds me how Indiana started versus Notre Dame. Not as many turnovers, obviously, but the way their defense kept them around and their offense struggled all game.
Well,
sort of, but Indiana also wasn't driving the ball down the field. I mean, SMU's been in the red zone twice, and they've been in Penn State territory pretty much every drive.
yeah, and here's the problem. SMU is it's more SMU shooting themselves in the foot than Penn State as playing well defensively. All three of those interceptions weren't because Penn State. Well, I'd say the last one. Penn State was in the right position, but the other two were just. Why are you
just threw it straight
that?
to him? Yeah, just terrible throws.
It was just you were in the right position, but anybody could have been in the right position.
In your guys' opinion, I know this is probably unlikely, obviously, with Notre Dame already moving on and Indiana being eliminated. But what do you guys think is the likelihood that we see a conference versus conference championship game?
Very low / almost none.
The only way it could happen pretty much would be Georgia, Texas.
Yeah. You could see Oregon, Penn State, but there's no way.
But do we really want to see that again?
You could technically see Clemson, SMU, but no. I honestly, and maybe I'm being
as a Clemson fan, no.
and maybe I'm being a little bit Notre Dame, but I honestly don't think I am. I think Notre Dame's making the national championship.
It all depends. Whoever wins this next game between them and Georgia will be in the national championship.
Yeah, I think that they have a slight edge against Georgia just because I think Gunnar Stockton could make some mistakes, and I trust Marcus. Don't get me wrong, I trust Kirby Smart more than
I was about to say, I don't think you have an edge in the only point in being wise because the fat man and the visor on the other sideline.
Yeah, but has Marcus Freeman not kind of started to prove himself in pretty big games? Dude has 12 AP top 25 wins in his first 3 seasons. He has
not to the way that Kirby Smart has.
No, I know. But I'm saying I just don't know if it's that much of an advantage coaching wise. It's an advantage for Georgia. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't know if it's that much of an advantage.
I think it is just because it's Kirby Smart, and I think he has that advantage over everybody in the country.
Should not have made that last pitch. Well,
now he throws it back to the running back on the flea flicker. They pick up, 8? 7?
Yeah. Oh, he kept moving forward, maybe 8. Yeah. Drew, okay, nothing's going on. They're not getting anything. It's just Drew Allen just shovel passing everything. So you're going to get a run up the middle there.
And touchdown, Penn State.
That might be the game already if SMU does nothing on the next drive.
Finally
Penn
get
State
a bad
scores again.
Yeah, bad run fit there from SMU. Finally, the defense gives up a touchdown.
Yeah, finally some offensive points from Penn State.
From either team, honestly.
Yeah.
And frankly, this is what I was worried about with the 12-team playoff is when you see games like this.
Well, I don't think this has anything to do with the 12-team playoff. I think this is just football. Look back when we had a 4-team playoff. LSU killed Oklahoma. Pretty much everybody killed Oklahoma when they matched up against them in the playoff, except for Georgia.
Notre Dame got the break speed
break speed out of them. Clemson beat Ohio State 31-0 back in 2016. Bama beat Clemson 24-6 one year. Look at the national championship. Georgia beat TCU 65-7. Clemson beat Bama 44-16. LSU blew Clemson out in 2019 or 2019.
Yeah, 29. I will
always stick to it. Ohio State LSU in 2019 would have been better than Clemson LSU.
I don't know.
I doubt it because
maybe not Clemson better, but I think it would have been slightly better.
I don't know if I just can't move my mind around the fact that anybody was going to be close with LSU that year.
Which is crazy because Clemson was actually up on them 17-0 or 17-7.
17-7, yeah.
Skalski goes out for targeting and it went downhill from there. We blew it. We had them and we were driving, fumbled the ball, and then Skalski goes out for targeting and it went downhill from there. We were in position and should have beat them. That was halfway through the second quarter. Maybe even at halftime. I'm pretty sure we were beating them at halftime.
I think it was tied. Let me look this up because that does sound actually right. It was either tied. I don't think LSU was winning. I think.
I don't think they were.
The second question we really got to ask was, did Indiana really deserve to be in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yes, they deserved to be in, but they would have played. They didn't look like they were in the playoffs. I'll put it like that.
Okay, yeah, it went downhill in the second quarter, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, say that point one more time.
I said, now we got to be asking, did Indiana deserve to be in the playoffs? Yes, they deserved to be in the playoffs, but the way they played, they were playing like that was a regular season game.
Yeah, kind of. I just think that you got some issues when it comes to Indiana that they were not going to be able to beat out Notre Dame. They just weren't physical enough.
Jennings, a nice run. He was down. They're going to let this play out, but he was down. It's really not that hard. He was down on the ground. But the officials are signaling Penn State football. They'll review this and change that, I would imagine. Scotty B, I agree that Yeah, I agree. Knee was down. Yeah, he's Scotty B says now people argue that SMU shouldn't be in over Alabama, but I would say that Alabama lost 3 games, including 2 losses to 6-6 teams, which does not mention a bad loss to Oklahoma by 21. Yeah, exactly. You can say, Alabama might be a better team than SMU or Indiana. Point is, those 2 teams won the games they needed to win to get in. Alabama didn't in the discussion.
And it wasn't like Indiana was just beating teams by 7. This is an Indiana team that was blowing teams out.
They blew everybody out but Ohio State. That was their only loss. Everybody else got blown. I think their closest win was 14 over Michigan.
Yeah, but if you look at Indiana, the only ranked team they even played that was even ranked in the top 25 period was Ohio State.
Yeah. But the problem is that I just don't see it. Who are you going to put in over them? Because Bama didn't win the games. Like, they just didn't win. If they're 10-2, sure. But if they have a bad loss, like, you cannot put them in when they're losing 2 bad games. And then another game in which they lost what was a tough one. Who do they lose to else?
What about Iowa State?
Iowa State making it in? No,
There's
because
no way Iowa State. I would put Ole Miss in before Iowa State.
I'd put in South. Okay, here's the thing. The only argument I could see is if you put in South Carolina. That's the only argument that I could see. Because South Carolina. Huh?
Said the call was overturned.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. As the only way that I could see it is if you put in South Carolina saying that A, they probably shouldn't have lost to LSU because the refs were awful in that game, and B, they lost on the road to Alabama by 2. And then they got beat by Ole Miss pretty bad, but that was without Raheem Sanders and with a very injured Lenora Sellers. So, I think that there's an argument for South Carolina and for Ole Miss more than there is for Alabama. I just think it's just helmets is the only reason why you say.
Well, the thing with Ole Miss, they lost to Florida.
Well, they did, but Florida's not a bad loss.
No.
Is it? It's not a bad Florida team.
Here's the thing, though. You can make this argument for every team in the play. You can make this argument for every team in the playoff. Penn State. Who was Penn State beating? They played one good team all year and they lost to it. There are 2 good teams all year and they lost to them, both of them. Yeah. You look at Ohio State. Why should Ohio State be in? They lost to Oregon. That was the best team they played. They lost to them. They barely beat a Penn State team who isn't very good, and they got beat by the worst Michigan team we've seen in the last 10 years at home. You look at SMU. Why should they be in? Who have they beaten? Indiana. Who have they beaten? Notre Dame. Who have they beaten? Texas. That's great. They've beaten some good teams. They've also been blown out by Georgia at home and haven't looked very good offensively
in all
in the
honesty,
last 6 weeks.
Who has Texas beaten? If you're saying Notre Dame hasn't beaten anybody, which I think is somewhat fair, who has Texas beaten? Because Texas's best win is Texas A&M.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah, exactly.
10, just like Notre Dame.
Exactly.
So, hey, BYU got disrespected by the committee this year. Don't lose to Kansas at home. Just don't lose to Kansas at home. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so committee ain't going by strength of schedule. Then why do you leave Alabama out?
What do you mean?
Because if you put Alabama in, sets a precedent going forward that conference championships don't matter. Because if you left SMU out for Alabama, that means the conference championships don't matter. You don't want – that erases them because then you don't want to make it with fear of losing and being left out. That's why they didn't put them in.
SMU just went for it on 4th and 3, got sacked. And Jennings hurt. Possibly, yep. He's limping to the sideline.
Interesting to go for it there on 4th and 3. I honestly thought it was 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't realize it was 4th down.
I think that thing was behind, was it not? I feel like the graphic was behind, which is why we probably both thought it was 3rd and 3.
Maybe it was. I also don't really remember if it was or not.
But you're going to get near 7-8 yards there on 1st and 10 for the Nittany Lions, and this
game appears to be slowly turning into a massacre of SMU.
Yeah, the problem is, and he had a wide open wide receiver. Nobody was around him. Man.
He just didn't have time to get it to him.
Well, that was the other play when he threw it short.
Oh.
So that was the other play. So I don't know if he was getting hurt on that one. I don't think he was at that point, but catch there on the curl route. And yeah, it is starting to turn into a massacre of SMU where like the problem is that this isn't even like the Notre Dame game where Penn State's looked good. It's just they've looked terrible.
Yeah, none of them are. Neither team is looking good right now.
That looks like it's incomplete. It looked like it hit the ground.
This game's going to be at the minimum. If Penn State keeps this drive up, at the minimum, this game should be 28-0 Penn State at half. Also, your graphics froze at 14-0, 8:06 left.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Going to get a review here, and I believe they're probably going to overturn that. That did look like it hit the ground.
Yeah, that's definitely incomplete.
It's not a great angle, but not this angle, but the other one, it does. Yeah, it looks like that ball.
There's another SMU player down.
It would have been a spectacular catch because he got his arm in there and did a good job of trying to bat it around. Oh, yeah, that ball.
Yeah, that's going to be incomplete. If they call that complete, I don't know how you call that complete.
No, I don't think that they do.
Who was the receiver on that?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that overturned. Didn't even really need to know football rules that well to know that was going to be overturned.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the more obvious ones.
Yeah, no, for sure. 2nd and 10 for Penn State now from the 23.
You got bots spamming you again.
The handoff down to the 20 will bring up a 3rd and 7.
I mean, the Penn State crowd's like half dead because the game's already a blowout.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. With Jennings injured, you're probably going to see at least some sort of Preston Stone at some point, probably.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But we've hit the 2-minute warning here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
Feels 25 feels like 10. Jeez, I Pete. Allard back to pass. Escaping. And first down inside the 10 to about the SMU 9. First and goal for Penn State from the SMU 7. And we got whistles and what's going on here? Under review for the line of game.
Yeah, I don't know if that angle is going to be very helpful.
Why is there so many bots today? Jeez, I beat.
Looks like he's out at the 9-yard line. Oh yeah, the 7's a bit. See where they're
rolling on the field is going to stand. It appears.
They reversed it.
They reversed it. They put the ball at the 9. I don't know why they would review that.
Well, I meant getting to the marker. It was going to.
Yeah.
So first and goal from the 9 for Penn State now.
Is he in or?
Be close. I think he's short by half a yard.
Yeah, they're going to mark
him at the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting because it creates an interesting matchup for whatchamacallit for Boise State, because this game not very helpful to watch if it's going to be a 28-point game at halftime.
Well, the way if this keeps up for the second half, I think we can just declare Penn State going on to play Boise State.
Yeah. So you're going to get a timeout there from James Franklin, 1:06 left, second and goal. If you're SMU, do you just let them score here? Hope to get maybe a drive going before half?
Yeah, I mean, you need something before the half.
You're down to the 1 yard line. You're probably going to have them score anyway, so probably just let them score. At least I wouldn't be that concerned about them not scoring. And also, why didn't they take a timeout there? Now that I think about it, they took 40 seconds off the clock.
Oh yeah,
and they
Penn State should beat Boise State.
Yeah, I think that they should, but I just don't know how much I trust Penn State. Again, I don't know. I don't know how much I should trust Boise State either. I don't know what to think, particularly when it comes to it. It's going to be a touchdown there for the Nittany Lions, and it is 27-0.
And this is just turning into a massacre.
It very much is. Definitely not the game we were all looking forward to. You had SMU winning this. It doesn't look like we're going to be right on that account.
Nope, not at all. And just think about how different this game could have been going back to that 4th and 1.
Yeah.
For SMU on their first drive.
You get that. Maybe you don't throw a pick six.
Yeah.
Or you don't throw both of them. If you don't throw both of them, you get that touchdown. It's 14-7. Maybe.
Well, I wouldn't say count SMU out yet, but count SMU out. I don't know how to exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them put up, 20-some points in the second half against Clemson. So, I mean, the game's not over, but it's basically over.
Yeah, this is SMU's got to get some points on the board before half. Does look like Jennings is healthy and going to go back out there.
Ohio State versus Tennessee will hopefully be a blowout, so I don't have a heart attack.
But, yeah, we'll see what happens with the end of this game as Kevin Jennings been an okay quarterback when it comes to keeping the ball safe, but today just not at all.
At least it's not as bad as McCord throwing 4 pick sixes in the first half.
Yeah, that is pretty bad, but the problem with this is it's even worse because SMU does not pass the ball as much. Like Syracuse
was like full 80% air raid this year.
Yeah, 80% pass. Who's Syracuse quarterback going to be next year? Did they get a transfer again?
I think they did.
I forget. I thought I remember.
I can't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure I heard them get somebody. Let me look this up.
Who? Syracuse?
Yeah.
Probably Devin Brown.
No, I don't think they got Devin Brown. Plus, Devin Brown is not a very good quarterback. SMU running the ball for no reason.
Fun fact, you know the year Common Cord was the starter for Ohio State?
Oh, they got Ricky Collins Jr. from LSU.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The year that Common Cord was the starter for Ohio State, Ryan Day actually said in spring camp he thought Devin Brown was going to be the starter.
Yeah, that was an interesting year for the Buckeyes. when it came to that. SMU now at the 36, voids a sack there, does not avoid it there. Going to go to the ground.
And that'll probably take us to the half.
Yeah. That's just – the SMU offensive line does not look good. It does not look good.
They don't. They struggled last week too, or 2 weeks ago.
They're calling a timeout. Interesting. Surprised.
Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter what you do.
No. Like that, literally all of the Penn State defenders beat their blocks.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you got to get the ball out earlier than that, but, like, also, you got to – not everybody can lose their block.
What can SMU do if they can't even do anything? That's the thing. I don't know if they even can do anything.
They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to make some massive second half adjustments.
I mean, I wouldn't fully count this game as over yet because we've seen games like this where, it's 21-28, nothing at halftime. Obviously different teams, like Georgia, Alabama, etc., to where it's like this at halftime. And at the end of the game, it's a 3 to 7 point ball game.
Well, the only matchup that I can think was even similar to this would have been Oregon and TCU in that crazy Alamo Bowl game.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it with that. There's just nothing in this game that shows me SMU is going to be able to
And
come
Jennings
back.
is limping around. His movement is obviously gone, and that's a big part of what makes him dangerous as a quarterback, and that's gone now.
Yeah.
So you got to bring in Preston Snow.
Maybe. Jennings, let's just ball.
Again, I don't think it matters who
You're
plays
virtually
quarterback.
waving the white flag if you're SMU.
Jennings should have just taken the sack there, just killed the clock, and then Penn State would have at least had to call a timeout. Yeah, Abdul Carter is very happy about today.
Oh, I would imagine so. How could you not be? It's been easy for these Penn State D linemen.
Yeah, offensive line's played terrible. It's been a lot of obvious passing situations. Just been able to pin your ears back and go. So
That one defensive lineman just saying, "Feed me."
Another, this very line drive punt.
Well,
Could get all the way.
Thomas James Franklin to go for it on 4th and 21. I guess that's one positive thing for SMU. You're not going for it on 4th and 13.
I'm surprised. Does Notre Dame not have 22 wins? They have 12 and
There's
10.
8 seconds. If you're Penn State, do you try and get in the Hail Mary range here quick?
Did we not win 10 games last year?
You won 9. I'm pretty sure. Last year.
Huh? Well, with the bowl,
won 9 last year.
With the bowl game, that was, I'm pretty darn sure it was, that was 10 wins. Yeah, 10-3. Maybe they're not counting yesterday's game.
Yeah, I was about to say, I doubt they're counting yesterday's game.
So that's the only way I could think of is if they don't count yesterday's game.
I mean, Penn State's got 2 timeouts, so they might try something before half here, but I highly doubt it.
Nope. That'll take us to the half now. So we hit the half. Penn State up 28-0 over SMU. We'll see if
SMU does get the ball to start the second half.
They do. They do. So we're going to take a quick break during halftime, but we'll be right back with you guys for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere.
All right, we're back here as SMU to get the football to start the second half. Down 28-0 to Penn State. See if they can get anything going on this drive here to start the second half. As Penn State will boot it a win. We are underway here in the second half. It'll be returned from the 10 to the 20, 25, 30 to the 40, and ran out of bounds at about his own 47. So a good return for SMU to start the second half here, see if they can make something out of it. First and 10 for SMU from their own 47. Takes snap, rolling out. Jennings just dirts it. It'll be second and 10. Three interceptions for Jennings in the first half. See if we can turn that around here in this second half. Second and 10 for SMU. Jennings pitches it. Trying to get the outside, and he won't. It'll be 3rd and 12 coming up for the Mustangs. Back to pass on 3rd and 12. Jennings avoiding attack. There's a flag down. He completes it for a first down to the Penn State 34. Brought down there, but let's see what the flag is first. Here's the call. Hands to the face on Penn State. So it'll be 1st and 10. SMU at the Penn State 20-yard line after the penalty added on to the end of the play. Penn State 3 for 35. SMU 1 for 10 on penalties. SMU's played a clean game penalty-wise. They've just been turning the ball over. From the Penn State 20, Jennings in the shotgun. Takes snap. Hands it off. Got a lane trying to get to the outside. Picks up about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the Penn State 12. Handoff and gets the first down and more to the Penn State 5-yard line, but held up there. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, putting something together, it appears, on his first drive of the second half. From the Penn State 5, Jennings, handoff up the middle to the Penn State 4, maybe to 3. Will be 2nd and goal. Abdul Carter and Bird getting at it there. 2nd and goal from the 4. Jennings in the shotgun. Jennings. False start on SMU. False start on SMU. You got to take the 3 here if you're SMU. I know you're down 28-0, but you just need points if you were not to get this. Back to pass, fires, caught to the Penn State 6 and brought down. Third and goal from the 6 for SMU. Jennings in the shotgun. And another false start on SMU. Third and goal from the 11 for SMU. Jennings, tied into motion. Takes the snap, back to pass, under pressure, rolling out. Still looking. Just chucking it, incomplete. Fourth and goal for the 11 for SMU. Let's see what they do here. I'd assume just take the 3, just at least get on the board. Be about a 28-yard attempt from here. And they will go for the 28-yard field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold, kick is up and right down the middle. SMU, it's a huge field goal to cut it to 25 at 3-28. We'll take an ad break and be back after this. All right, we're back here. Onside kick, and Penn State recovers it. I don't know why you're trying to kick an onside there. You have plenty of time left in the game. You basically just there was never really a true shot on that onside kick for SMU. But first and 10 for Penn State from the SMU 48. Allard, Warren in motion. Allard takes snap, hands it off to Singleton up the middle. He's got a hole. First down and more to the 30-yard line and brought down. And Allard under pressure, and he goes down for the sack. If Penn State even just puts up a field goal here, SMU just cost themselves with that onside kick. That's all they did. You have plenty of time. You just got into the lead barely, but you have plenty of time. It's not like you need to be throwing onside kicks at them yet, but Allard back to pass, looking, stepping up, and he gets sacked again. But we do have a flag. Unnecessary roughness on SMU. I see why you call that, but at the same time, I don't like that call. Warren in the Wildcat, he's going to keep it. He'll pitch it to Singleton, and it'll be an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Allard hands it off. Singleton back to the line scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. That's it. Nine minutes to go here, left in the third. Allard takes the snap on 3rd and 10, back to pass, drops it off. Warren, he won't get there. He'll pick up about 6. It'll be 4th and 4. See if Franklin goes for 4 this time. He will not. 4-yard field goal attempt here for Penn State to make it back to a 28-point game. And it is good. So back to a 28-point lead for Penn State at 31-3 with 8:13 here to go in the third. Take a nap break and be right back. All right, we're back here.
The decision of the committee to let SMU in was certainly one that was met with some resistance, particularly from SEC country. And with the performance so far, I'm sure the discussion already is about whether or not SMU should have gotten in over Alabama. And their performance so far in this game doesn't discredit what they did during the regular season any more than a good performance validates performance or inclusion into the college football playoff.
SMU has got to score every single drive the rest of this half if they want a shot. Penn State will boot it away. It'll be returned from the 6 to the 20, 25, ran out of bounds at the 30. Jennings back to pass. Drops it off. Caught. First down. Should have gotten the first down at least.
Today being that day, if you're SMU,
Second and 1 for SMU. Jennings takes the snap, swings it out, caught, and he'll lose 2. SMU's got to speed up their pace and offense a little bit here. Jennings hands it off up the middle for a yard. If that, it'll be 4th and about 2. Let's see what the Mustangs do here. They're going for it. 0-2 on 4th downs today. Jennings takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He got it by about a half a yard. SMU offense starting to find its wheels possibly a little bit here in the second half. From the 40 of their own, Jennings, play action, back to pass, firing deep, and incomplete, but there's flags. This will either be PI or holding. It will be holding on Penn State. 1st and 10, SMU from the 50 now. Absolutely quite a bit of contact there. Jennings from the 50. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle for 4. Clemson at Texas will be up next at 4 p.m. Eastern. Jennings hands it off again, 1st down and more. Jennings back to pass from the Penn State 37, escaping pressure, directing traffic, firing downfield. Got a man at the 15 of Penn State in the red zone. 1st down in the red zone, SMU. Jennings firing, caught to the 5 and to the 2 of Penn State. Bobbled it there, but able to hold on to it. And a false start on SMU again in the red zone. Jennings. Firing. Incomplete. Second and goal for SMU. Jennings firing. Incomplete. Third and goal. Third and goal for Jennings. Back to pass. Looking. Under pressure. Looking. Brought down and sacked all the way back at the Penn State 26. Abdul Carter got him. And once again, SMU gets into the red zone and can't do squat. The field goal is up and no good. Left it short. We'll go to an ad break and be right back. All right, we're back here. Allard in the shotgun. Swings it out. Singleton picks up about 8. In my opinion, this 12-team playoff so far has been a pretty big flop. Obviously, things could change, but these first 2 games have been pretty big flops.
Klubnik coming up. Clemson plays next against Texas.
Allard,
The ACC championship.
handoff at
He's
the
still
middle.
going. We passed this part.
Yeah.
Please bring me the rubber mallet and have Shaver come outside for a minute.
Okay.
This game has been
do what your mama said, boy.
Shut.
showing Quinn Ewers warming up right now. Two minutes to go in here in the third. Allard in the shotgun. Hands it off to Katron Allen around the edge. Plowing over, guys. Picks up 5. Still going. And picks up about 6, maybe 7. Allard, 2nd and 4. Hands it off. Katron Allen again, got a lane. And into SMU territory, just pulling over SMU defenders. At least one more snap here to end the third. Allard pitches it. Singleton picks up about 4, maybe 5. That'll take us to the end of the third. With Penn State up 3-31. Well, the silver lining of this game is it's not going to be a shutout. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this. All right, we are back here for the start of the fourth. Allard, handoff up the middle, another Penn State. Mercifully, first down. And we got a SMU player down. Got a little bit of a fight going on, but we'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Allard, handoff, Singleton. First down and more into the red zone to the SMU 9-yard line. First and goal, Indy Lions. Allard, handoff up the middle to the 5. Make that the 4. Make that the 3. Katron Allen on the carry. Timeout, Penn State. Second and goal for Penn State. 13 minutes ago left of this massacre by Penn State of SMU. Allard under center. Hands it to Katron Allen, and he just walks us in for the Penn State touchdown. 37-3 Indy Lions. PAT. Good snap, good hold, up and good. 38-3 Penn State. 35-point Penn State lead. We'll take an ad break and be right back. All right, we're back. As the first two college football 12-team playoff games have pretty much been a flop. First ever college 12 team playoff game last night. Notre Dame won 27-17. Score didn't reflect it, but that was pure domination. And so far today, this has reflected it, and it's been pure domination. As we have a flag down the return. Let's see what the call is here. Chop block on SMU, aka black below the waist, but refs have to say it that way, I guess, apparently. Winner of this game will take on Boise State. There's 12:49 left in the fourth quarter. I think it's and Penn State's up 38-3. I think it's a given. We can just say Penn State's going to play Boise State. Jennings takes the snap, lobs it, caught, picks up 5, maybe 6. Jennings takes the snap, hands it off, nothing. What is not allowed is Penn State film to cut up. Back to pass, caught, first down SMU. Down the sideline, incomplete. Definition of today's game for SMU. Drop pass. Would have been at probably 6. Jennings tackled for a 5-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 15. So it'll be Notre Dame versus Georgia. Penn State versus Boise State. And we'll find out who plays Arizona State next when Clemson and Texas play. Firing deep and incomplete. 4th and 14. So we'll head to an ad break and be right back. All right, we're back here.
But because of the way the calendar shakes out, there's quarterback spots
Second and 14 for Penn State.
to secure his future. He had to sacrifice his team.
Fires tipped and intercepted.
Reception on the tip ball. SMU will take over at the Penn State 42-yard line. Brandon Crossley on the tip drill INT. Intended for Wallace here.
Throw is a little high. Wallace gets his fingers on it. Crossley's Johnny on the spot, and an inauspicious start.
And if you don't think that James Franklin is still very much coaching to the final whistle, There's a snapshot of his intensity.
And your first college throw is an interception for Ethan Brunkemeyer. Positive, Kingans. It's all up from here. But James Franklin's certainly very, very upset, knowing that the cameras are around high.
Jennings passes it complete
Receiver Johnson.
for a 2-yard gain.
Johnson makes it across the 39-yard line.
Jennings end around. They'll lose 3, maybe 4. Third and 11 for SMU. Jennings under pressure. We got a flag down. He's just going to fire. Incomplete. Flat out dropped. It's going to be a holding on SMU anyhow. Daniels Jr., the intended wide receiver. Starting to flurry a little bit. This game is Jennings back to pass. Tipped, almost intercepted, but incomplete. And we got another flag. Roughing and passer on Penn State. Oh my gosh. Jennings timeout Penn State. Jennings swings it out. Caught 3-yard pickup. Second and 7 coming up. Excuse me. Second and 7, Jennings drops it off, makes man miss, makes another man miss, somehow gets the first down out of bounds, near the first down at least. Jennings firing downfield, got a man, touchdown, SMU. So a little bit of a bright spot for SMU. PAT up and good, 10-38. $7:31 to go in the fourth. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. SMU will boot away. And it'll be returned, and I'll just go down to 10. some of the fans starting to leave here. Carden in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, pick up about one. Second and 9. Yep. Crazy. I thought this game was going to be close, but wasn't that close. Third and 8 coming up for the Nittany Lions. Take snap, back to pass, wings it out, caught. First down, Nittany Lions. First and 10, Penn State. Handoff. 6 on the carry. And handoff going backwards. Penn State will have to put the ball away. Handoff at the middle, nothing. We'll head to the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back.